Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of tight ends will be on the field today looking to do whatever it takes to give their team an advantage. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. Now we'll take you out to O.co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
Chargers, Raiders. Rainy conditions here at kickoff, and the rain should continue throughout the day.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms, and welcome to this heated divisional rivalry. Yes, there have been a lot of close games, a lot of bad blood, and it's always intense when these two get ready to square off. How about it before kickoff, partner?
Well, I think you said a word. You said it's a heated rivalry there. You know, I use a different term. I call it a hated rivalry because that's what it's turned into. When you play each other a couple times a year, you're good football teams. The emotions just keep building, and we got what we're going to get here today. That's two teams that don't like each other, and they're going to play hard.
The Raiders are back deep, waiting for the kick return. And Nick Novak is ready to get this one started. The 28-yard line.
So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable and I think play better. He should do well here today.
There's the marker. It comes out. That snap was not in time. It'll be a delay of game call.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
That'll be 5 yards. Delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Delay of game will cost them 5.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
It's going to be a delay of game penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Did not beat the play clock.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Looks like a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
The quarterback unable to get the play off in time, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty for delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Quarterback did not get the snap in time. That'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snapping the football before the play
Delay
clock
game,
runs out.
offense.
The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. Now we'll take you out to O.Co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
The Raiders are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. Nick Novak ready to kick it away to start today's game. Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL to prepared and ready to go.
Here's the group that perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line. Offense lines up here. Here's the handoff. Nice tackle. Taking a look at the linebackers. They're young, they're unheralded, but they do know how to make plays. They bring in the extra tight end.
The Raiders have it at the 24.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
Allen's not going to test the coverage here as he makes the fair catch.
The son of a high school football coach, number 17, Philip Rivers. They come to the line, and it's first down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Three-step drop. Flag is out.
On the money.
And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. After that penalty, it's now 2nd and 14.
Browns in the slot. Philip Rivers from the shotgun. Rivers finds Allen.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 40. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Matthews is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
1st and 10. Matthews. A tackle behind the line. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches.
Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. And Matthews is brought down.
Now looking at 3rd down.
Royals, a receiver in the slot. Rivers is going to take the snap from the shotgun.
That's an interception. They bring him to the turf.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
First down at the 43. Gains about 3.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The jumbo set on the field. Handoff made. He is brought down at the 49-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Raiders break huddle and show a jumbo look. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the first down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation.
And that's good for only a yard or two.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Double tight end formation. 2nd down and 8.
Ball's picked off. Got a little crease. Gains 16.
Butler's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this, he is one good linebacker.
1st down and 10.
Gets it out for the completion.
Brown so fast, you have to back off of him. Why? Because you don't want him to run by you and go deep down the field. So that time he breaks the out route. The quarterback puts it right on target, and it makes the catch just short of the 1st down marker.
It's 2nd down and 3.
Pulls it in.
Jim, the defense gives up the 1st down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold it.
Rivers out of the gun. And there's Floyd. Floyd's marked down after a gain of 4.
The Chargers are hard to fool on the defensive side, especially when they're in the red zone. So that time, all over the offensive play call, they stopped the completion for no gain.
They'll run it here. Woodhead takes the hit and is brought down.
The Raiders defense, they got backed up in their own red zone, but you know what? They came through that time. There's a run play. They were waiting for it, and they stopped the offense for a very short gain.
Rivers will take the snap from the gun. And he's forced to the ground.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
And converts on the 3.
You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
They face 1st down. 2 tight ends on the field here. Takes it out of the eye. Good piece of tackling.
Right now, this is a team that trails, and they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful. They're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down, who is the most physical is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 3rd down and 6.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
And the fair catch is made.
First down, offense readying for the snap. And the carry to Ryan Matthews. Tackles made.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
The Chargers lined up, bunch formation.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Royals going to get set in the slot for this snap. Rivers set, empty backfield. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Woodhead lined up in the backfield. Rivers out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up fourth down after just a 3-play series.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
Let's see what he can do here.
And he's brought to the ground.
First down on the way.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
To the ground. Butler's the one who brings them to the ground.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
It's a 2 tight end formation.
The Raiders take it from the 43.
He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
Let's go.
Third down and 1.
Takes it again.
Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
The Raiders' offensive line does a good job on this run. They show their power. The runner able to go up in there and get a first down.
Let's go.
First and 10.
Pulls it in. He's brought down.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set.
And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end.
Launching it deep. Almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Trying to work that left side.
Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
All set to punt here.
Allen's got it on the fair catch as the offense heads out now.
First down coming up. Corners formation here for the defense.
Will go ground out to the left. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Phillip Rivers has it under center.
Second and 3. And the give to Ryan Matthews.
That time, that's just a bad decision by the running back. He makes the wrong read. The offensive line blocked it right. But when you make the wrong read, you're going to get tackled. That time he gets tackled for a loss.
Woodhead lined up in the backfield. Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. Throw it to the outside. They've got the hook up.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Royals lined up now as a slot receiver. Rivers is back in shotgun formation.
And intercepted.
He's in the clear.
The 30, the 20, the 10. To the take it home for the touchdown.
they take a chance, they get the interception. Not only do you do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The Raiders with the PAT to come.
The point after is good.
The Chargers back now for the return, going to look to try and get back on top. Scores 7-3. He'll have a chance to take off. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. First down here. Phillip Rivers has it under center. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Matthews on the screen. Nothing there on the screen as it falls incomplete.
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. They did this time, and it results in another incompletion.
Whoop, was that a false start?
Oh, yeah, that was easy to see. Even with your bad eyes, as you get older, you could see that he moved before the snap of the ball.
False start, offense.
And now, after the penalty, it's
2nd down and 15.
Quarters formation here for the defense. The Chargers snap it at the 26. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
When I was a quarterback, I loved it when they called the draw play because I know that defensive line, they're all trying to go after the quarterback, and nobody's prepared for the run.
3rd and 9. And he's going to be dumped. And that's a 3-and-out.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
He wants to return this one. This is a big-time return.
Well, the offense, they need to pat him on the hiney when he comes off the field. What a good job by the punt returner. Puts him in good field position.
Offense lines up here. 1st down at the 38. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
2nd down and 9. Gets the handle here. They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Offense lines up here. The Raiders snap it at the 41. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3-and-out.
I know he has a lot of talent, but this has to be so frustrating to the quarterback and the coaches too, because when you're wide open like that and drop that pass, that's tough to take.
Fair catch signal made. The Chargers getting set now for their next series. And Matthews is in the backfield. Single back set. He's stacked up at that point. The running attack has been stopped, and that's a big reason why they are behind. They will have to turn around the ground attack, Phil, to get back into this game.
I think you're right. They are getting dominated, Jim Nantz, getting run over. The offensive line has got to make a stand. And you know what? The running back, it's not against the rules. You're allowed to break a tackle. Matthews is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up the 1st down.
First down at the 49. As Royal.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a 1st down.
And Gates is set now. Split out wide to the left. Offense lines up here. 2nd down, 4 to go. As Allen.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those 1st downs.
The Chargers take it from the 28. Intercepted! That brings the play to an end.
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
The Raiders from the 22. Handoff. Johnson's there to take him down.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
2nd down here after that run play. They bring in the extra tight end. Reaches out and grabs it. Breaks the tackle. Ball is out. This one's going back the other way. The tackle was made.
You got to protect the football on the offensive side. When you don't protect it, The way these defensive players can run, you're going to get in trouble, and that time it results in a fumble.
It's first down as they head to the line. Matthews lined up in the backfield. Rivers out of the gun. Antonio Gates hauls it in.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it, and it's just short of getting the first down.
Rivers has got it in the gun. And there's Gates.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Rivers will take the snap from the gun. Airtight coverage. Incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it. What a job and effort.
They tried to fool them with the screen, but it ends up as an incompletion. It'll be third down. Rivers out of the gun. Woodhead.
Well, it's a great feeling, isn't it, for an offense to throw a short pass to the running back and get a long gain. This guy is in there because he can run it, he can catch it, and he can make things happen.
Phillip Rivers from the shotgun, and he's thrown to the ground. The Chargers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. It's now second down. Royals lined up in the slot. Rivers out of the gun. Makes the grab and the feet are down.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Set up screen. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The kick is through for 3. That does it for the first half. Chargers trail in this one. Here at the O.co Coliseum. Third quarter about to get underway. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms from the broadcast booth above the 50. Janikowski ready now to get the second half underway. got a chance for a return. And Royal is brought down. The Chargers now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Phillip Rivers has it under center. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
Royals in the slot. 2nd and 10. And Matthews is going to take it on the draw.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's 3rd and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
Royals, a receiver in the slot. 3rd down and 13. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times when he's under center and when he drops back. He takes his eyes off of him, and what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
And he muffs it. The ball's on the ground. Spins out of the tackle. He's brought to a halt.
Oh, that was close, wasn't it? The return team, they don't block anybody, but very fortunate to recover their own fumble.
Double tight end formation. The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. Got the first, and he's got some space. Oakland, touchdown.
Speed at the running back position, you can take ordinary plays and make them spectacular. And that's what they did this past time. It was an ordinary run, but the running back got a little daylight and able to outrun everybody for the long touchdown runs.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. He made it. The Chargers ready to return the kick. Woodhead's going to start his return. He's tackled right at the 24. The Chargers bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. The Chargers trail right now, and you wonder how much the running game stays a part of the game plan. And Matthews has been shut down from his very first carry on.
No balance by this offense, like you said today. They can't run the football, but I've said this all the time. It's not always about just dominating physically and blocking up front. Running backs have to do their part. They have to make good decisions, and they got to break some tackles.
Greens met at the 30.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Royals going to get set in the slot for this snap. From the gun, Phillip Rivers ready for the snap. 3rd down and 4. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Has his fastball incomplete.
And now they'll call on Cypress to punt the football. Looking to make a difference. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Two tight ends on the field here. Always aware of the change. He's got the catch, and he's got the first.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
And this will go incomplete. Got a hand on the pass and knocked it away.
Good job by the linebacker. Just watching the quarterback, reading his eyes. He made the move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. Got the completion. Now they'll take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
Butler's there to take him down.
Good job by the offense. Get another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
Got the completion. Touchdown.
Nothing like having a quarterback who has a good arm who can just fire that football into some tight spots, and then it helps when your receiver got the talent and the courage to go in there and make that tough catch.
The Raiders lined up now for the point after. It's good. The Chargers will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 21-6. Royals got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Chargers come out for the next possession. Phillip Rivers has it under center. Midway into the third. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Floyd's lined up now as a slot receiver. The Chargers snap it up at the 26. Sticks to his hands. Breaks out of the tackle. And a gain of 4.
Well, that's a nice completion by the offense. And what it does, it just puts them in a more manageable situation so they can pick up that third down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. 3rd and 4. And they sack him on 3rd down. And they force the quick 3 and out.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. Gains 12. The Raiders now will start their drive at the 32. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Now 1st and 10. Brought down at the 32. As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? They become tough, and they have shown that toughness here today. That's why they have such a good ground game going.
3rd down on the way. The jumbo set on the field. Brings it in. He's brought down right around the 43-yard line.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time. The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it, and the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target. Good yardage, just short of the first down.
So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Looking to the right side and throwing. Gains 14.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
They'll mark him at the 28.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See it for the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
You see the matchup at running back, and while only one side has really been able to count on that run game, it's still a very close game.
Yeah, it is, Jim. Close game here, and also that can happen when you talk about run games. They're going to go up and down, and if you're having trouble running the football, then change the direction of your offense. Do something else.
First down here after the run. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Back to the ground, and this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. And he's intercepted. Ball comes out. The offense was able to recover the ball. That'll stop the play right there.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
Staying with the passing game on first down. A takeaway. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with a play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
The Royals lined up in the slot. Quarters formation here for the defense. Dropping back 3. And he's taken down.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
They're setting up screens. And Matthews is brought down.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have. When the window of opportunity is very small, quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
3rd and long. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Looking at the passing numbers on both sides of the ball, but just not there. The coverage has been good, and it's been hard to move the ball against those secondaries.
Yeah, good job for the defense today. They got a good pass rush going. The coverage has been good down the field. And also, the defense has been good, but the quarterback has not been real sharp.
He's going to try and return this one. That's a gain of 8. First down here. Handoff out of the I formation, and he gains maybe 3.
You got to keep your offensive linemen aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short gain, it served a purpose.
The Raiders have it at the 39. They'll go ground. Tackle down right around the 47. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
Brings it into his body.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
1st and 10. He's got the catch. In on the stop.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Makes the catch, and he's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets a completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
Legion's able to get his hands up and knock that football down that time. That just drives a quarterback crazy. But give all the credit to the defensive lineman for timing that jump just right.
Has it. Touchdown.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got 3rd and goal. Not a lot of room for receivers to work in, but the quarterback and receiver, they're on the same page. Good throw and catch.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. Takes off from the 5. Nice tackle. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Rivers set, empty backfield. From the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, it's all about timing. I got to tell you something. The safety did a wonderful job timing the snap count that time. Caught everybody off guard, and he gets the sack on the QB.
What a beating this has been as he comes to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 9th time today. Rivers finds Allen.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Rivers is going to take it from the gun. They bring him to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
Phillip Rivers has it under center. Out to the left. Looks but can't connect on the short throw.
Not too often you see that in the NFL, a throw that bad. The receiver had no chance of making that catch.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Quarters formation here for the defense. Rivers will take the snap from the gun. The defense gets the sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
The Raiders are set for their next possession. They bring in the extra tight end. The Raiders take it from the 23. Picks up about 5.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning. 2nd down following the run. Handoff out of the eye. Good piece of tackling.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Double tight end formation. The Raiders have it at the 29. They'll run it. Here's the handoff.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Offense lines up here. The give, out of the eye. Butler's in on the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker. Third down now. They call his number once more. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
When it's third and short, the defensive line, you got to guess. You got to think it's going to be a run play. I don't know what they were thinking. They let the offense just push them back, and they give up the first down. Good job by the offense, though.
Gains 5.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator coming with the counter run, and the defense being too aggressive. They're over pursuing, so you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
Second down and 5. And that's KO in on the stop.
The Raiders' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
He's in for the score.
Jim, with that touchdown this late in the game, that ices it. And if you could sing, you could, I'd let you say it's turn out the lights, but we know you can't sing. So the game is over.
The Raiders for the point after. Extra point was good. The Chargers' hopes are now slim and none as they surrender a late score. The score's 35-6. And here's Woodhead. And he's going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. The Chargers getting ready now to start their drive. This will be the final snap. First down at the 15. Rivers looking long, and it's incomplete.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
Second down and 10. And he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. Now we'll take you out to O.Co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
The Raiders are ready to run back this kick. And Nick Novak is set now to get this game underway. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
Tackles made. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The give. Now makes the move to the right. They'll meet him this time behind the line. This defensive front has been the talk all week long. And Phil, we met with them in our production meetings this week. They know they'll have a chance to get to the quarterback today. Third down following the run. Two tight ends on the field here. That ball has been picked off. And he's brought to the ground. Raised in Alabama, educated at NC State. Here is quarterback Phillip Rivers. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Wide receivers are bunched up. Rivers out of the gun. Makes the reception.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
Offense lines up here. The Chargers have it at the 24. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. This will be second down. Split backfield here. Split backfield here. From the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
The Chargers take it from the 23. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
An empty possession for the offense.
I think all the fans, and us included, thought this kick was going to be good, but we can see the official sign, no good. It just missed.
They face first down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Here's the handoff. Trying the right side. Breaks free.
The Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big game.
Handoff made. And they tackle him there at the 34. Second down here. He'll get it again. Trying to plow ahead. Touchdown! What a run!
can't get in the secondary, from there he can make it happen. But to get in the secondary, you got to have good blocking up front. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders with an extra point try on the way. And the extra point is good. The Raiders did a great job on the ground on that last drive, putting up over 60 rushing yards. Runs up to grab it at the 4. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. First down, offense readying for the snap. Phillip Rivers has it under center. The ball's deflected, incomplete.
That is so tough to do, to be that close to these receivers and able to knock the pass down without getting a penalty. Good job.
Second and 10. Throws to the right, and he hauls it in.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is right on target. Nice throw and catch.
Third down and 7. They go screen with Woodhead. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
Teo makes the tackle.
Of course, Jim, you and I would have called a fair catch there because you know why? We're cowards. Who'd want to take this kind of punishment when the defender's all around you?
Offense lines up here. First down at the 40. Takes it from the eye. He's brought down. And as we look now at the rushing stats here in the first half, this has been a great effort on the ground, and it's been a big part of the reason why they're in front.
It is absolutely working when you talk about the run game. And I'll just say this, Jim. When it's working, don't stop. Keep running the football.
To the right side. Picks up about 2.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Let's go.
Third and 4. They'll run it here. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You got a lead. It's close. It's fourth down, and it's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away, and if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. First down on the way. Brown's in the slot. From the shotgun. And he's forced to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down. Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Third down and 3. Ryan Matthews takes the handoff.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense that time. They diagnosed the running play. They got in the backfield, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
That ball was never cleanly caught, and it's on the ground.
It'll be interesting to see after that fumble by the kick return team. Will we still have the same returner when they come back out of the field? I don't think so. That was a big mistake. I think they need a replacement.
To the ground, and they bring it down at the 36-yard line. Second down coming up. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. They'll go ground. Outside to the left. Butler's there that time for the tackle.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They hand it off to him again.
Very few teams in the league can do this and run the football for first downs. Anytime it's in a situation, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, they don't even think about run because they're not tough enough to get it done. They have to throw it. Nice job by this offense.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The jumbo set on the field. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. The Raiders get a first down.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer. But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
He stacked up at that point.
Boy, they got a good drive going here, Jim. I guess you don't hear that too much on the golf course, too. Either way, you hit it everywhere. But this offense, they're clicking. They're making plays. Let's see if they can take advantage of just moving this football down the field.
Has his target. Gets about 9 on the play.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
That second down coming up. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. Gets the handle here. They get to him just in time, 1 yard shy of the first down.
When it's 2nd and short, to me, it's a great time to get a little safe short throw, which should be wide open, or take a chance and go down the field to look to score some points. Terrible call. No yards picked up that time on the run. Hey, that's a great job by the defense. What an effort and what speed. That time they get in the backfield and tackle the runner for a loss.
The offense is still on the field right now. 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 2. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. Short run, and it's a touchdown.
This offense, even though they had the lead, they do not sit up. They are aggressive. They take risks. And what a goal.
The Raiders lined up now for the point after. Driving extra point is good. The Chargers ready to return the kick. Woodhead's got a chance to return this one. He's tackled at the 28. The Chargers ready to take over the football. Quarters formation here for the defense. Handoff by Rivers. And Matthews is tackled, but earns a new set of downs.
Matthews is a running back. After he makes a big run like this, he gets excited. He is just looking for his next carry.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
You got to be fast to get to the quarterback, and you got to be strong to stop the run. How about that strength that time by the DN? Stands his ground and makes the tackle.
Royals, a receiver in the slot. The Chargers snap it at the 41, and Matthews is brought down. The rush totals just haven't been there in the first half, and that's one reason why they are behind right now, partner.
Well, the NFL offense is about deception. How do you get deception? You keep your offense balanced. So you need to be able to run it so you can use play actions to get the big plays down the field.
Rivers is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And he's thrown to the ground.
I don't know who to blame here. Was it a great play by the safety getting the sack on the quarterback? Or the quarterback just not... paying attention, seeing him coming, and if you see him, you've got to change the play or get rid of the football a lot quicker.
And a touchback.
The Raiders are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Handoff. Brought down after a gain of 15. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities. Well, you're just getting dominated physically when the offense just runs the football right up the middle. The middle linebacker and the defensive tackles just have to be better.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Third down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the second.
It's a 2 tight end formation. 3rd down and 4.
Catch made. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Well, when you get a couple first downs on a drive, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense.
Gains 15.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Let's go.
They bring in the extra tight end. Reaches out and snatches it. That brings the play to an end.
This defense, they can react as fast as anybody in the NFL, and they're even quicker once they get in the red zone, so they're backed up. And that time, the ball is thrown and caught, but there's nowhere to run. They are all over it.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. And here we have 2nd down.
Get ready.
Knocked away, incomplete.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Looking to the right side and throwing. It's intercepted! The tackle is made.
And no return as this goes for a touchback.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
Phillip Rivers from the shotgun as Royal.
He's brought to a halt. That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Drop back, shotgun formation.
This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Phillip Rivers ready for the snap. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
The Chargers are going to punt this one away. Set up, return. Here he goes. And he's going to give his team great starting field position on that return.
There's nothing like a good punt returner. Just give him a little hope. Just make somewhat of a decent block. He'll do the rest. That's what we saw that time.
Offense lines up here. Takes it out of the eye.
And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Let's go.
2nd and 12. It's the old counter play.
Rocked for a loss on that tackle. The Chargers call a timeout. Their first. On the way, third down. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Looks to his left. On the money. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The percentages of picking up a first down in a third long situation like this are very low in the NFL. But how about that play on the offensive side? Good job. Really good first down. That should give him the lift.
And he's taken down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sacked again. He's been under fire all game.
Beautiful timing that time by the safety. That's what it's about when you talk about blitzing. Space the field properly so the safety has a lane to run into, and timing the snap of the ball. They did everything right that time. Good job of the safety getting that sack.
Very nearly intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
There's a flag out. He thinks twice about returning this one and signals fair catch.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
We clearly saw the signal for the fair catch. Meanwhile, the coverage team was right in on him and made contact too soon.
Yeah, they couldn't even see the fair catch signal because they were too busy getting blocked. They got free. It was too late in, and that's an easy penalty to call.
No good. No good. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. Woodhead's taken down at the 18. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Phillip Rivers has it under center. Matthews. He's tackled right at the 48.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
First down at the 48, and the carry to Ryan Matthews. Second down coming up. Second and 9. Looking across the middle. That'll stop the play right there.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Royals going to get set in the slot for this snap. Third and 4. The defense gets a sack.
Good job with the safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
The Raiders are getting set for their next possession.
Get ready.
First down at the 19. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Bill, this is a running back who has no problem knowing exactly where to go to get to the end zone.
Well, I like to see his contract. He probably has some extra cash in that contract for all the touchdowns he is scoring. What a day, though. He's been terrific. But let's give the offensive line some credit, too. They have been tough up front to give the running back a chance to score these TDs.
Second down, 3 to go. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Brought down at the 29.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Double tight end formation. The Raiders have it at the 29. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go. 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 2
Nice job that time. The run play gets the first down. You move those chains. Hey, it's kind of fun to watch a team tough enough and patient enough to run the football to get these first downs instead of throwing it all the time.
Two tight ends on the field here. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Got a hand on it, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, nice job. That cornerback, he was watching the quarterback. He's all over the receiver, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Looking long. Almost intercepted that time.
The defense did an awesome job that time. They had the right defense call, and that time the defender almost picked off the pass. Good job by the defense.
Fair catch this time.
The Chargers come onto the field for their next series.
Matthews lined up in the backfield. Floyd's lined up now as a slot receiver. The Chargers from the 22. Rivers connects with Antonio Gates. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field. Nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch just short of the first down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
How about the defensive line? Getting that penetration, getting off the football at the snap, and getting it done, getting in the backfield and making that tackle.
Allen's lined up in the slot. Rivers keeps it. Pass is intercepted. Gains 16.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 1st down and 10. And the tackle is made at the 41. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
The Raiders this time will go with 2 tight ends. They'll go ground.
And it's Eric Weddle who makes the tackle.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
The Raiders come out. 2 tight ends on the field.
3rd and 8. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. This will be a 54-yard field goal attempt. No good. An empty trip for the offense.
They go for the long field goal try, and in the end, they come up empty.
Yeah, they came up empty, Jim, and I thought it was a risk by the head coach. Didn't manage the game very well that time. I would not have tried the long field goal.
Rivers is lined up. 2 tight ends set.
1st and 10. And the give to Ryan Matthews. The Chargers now move the chains.
The Chargers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Rivers out of the gun.
The defense gets the sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard. They look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Rivers will take the snap from the gun.
Antonio Gates hauls it in.
The matchup at quarterback hasn't been pretty at times, Phil. They're both dealing with similar struggles in a close game, so it might come down to which one can figure it out first.
Yeah, that's Jim, I wouldn't be surprised by that. The offensive line protection has not been good today, and what happens, you just got to get used to people being all around your feet and still making those plays as a quarterback.
3rd and 13.
Rivers finds Allen.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
The Raiders now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. First down at the 20. Handoff out of the I formation. Brought down at the 26. They came out here in the first half and established the run, and they haven't let up since halftime.
They haven't. We have a very good run offensive line out here today. We got a really good running back, and the coaches, they kept giving the running back the football, and they are getting it done.
Throws the stiff arm, breaks the tackle, and Weddle is able to bring it to an end.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Here's the first snap after the big play.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Let's go.
2nd and goal at the 2. Handoff out of the I.
He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
3rd and goal at the 4.
Oh, the Raiders. Touchdown.
The fullback gets the touchdown. So many things they do are underappreciated. Blocking for the running back, protecting the quarterback, but nothing like scoring a touchdown.
The Chargers are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score's 21-0.
Breaks free.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
First down coming up. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Going for the home run. Intercepted. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
The defense accepts the penalty. First down here. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
The give out of the I.
Dan picks up bound 3.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
2nd and 6. They'll run it. Here's the handoff.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
First down at the 42.
That picks up 7.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Raiders from the 32. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 25 for a gain of about 5.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Second down.
Let's go.
We'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. He has the grab. That's a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's good protection by the offensive line, and sometimes it's just bad defense. They can't get to the quarterback, and that's another completion by him.
Good defense to deflect the pass and force the incompletion.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Third and goal from the 6. Has his target. Puts up 6.
There is no lead in the NFL in state. We all know that. We have seen tremendous comebacks. So when you get the opportunity, lay it on them, man. Keep scoring.
The Chargers return team has been on the field way too often today as they are getting blown out. The score's 28-0. And here's Woodhead. Taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. It's first down as they head to the line. Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Rivers is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Easy catch there. No one near him. And Gates is tackled down at the 45. Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 45. The ball is out. A recovery by the defense. In on the stop.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times when he's under center and when he drops back. He takes his eyes off of him, and what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
He's tackled right at the 36. Just a huge gain for him, and that run puts him within 50 yards of the single-game rushing record.
Well, it's been an outstanding day, and it's been fun to watch to be this physical on the offensive side and see a running back get so close, or you should say 50 yards away from the single-game rushing mark in NFL history. Hey, still a lot of hard work ahead, but I think they can get it done.
It's a two-tight end formation. The Raiders have it at the 34. Charging ahead.
Once again, this offense in the red zone. This defense has been awful all day long. Can they bow their necks a little and show a little toughness and maybe stop them this time?
First down here after the run. This play set up by the long gainer. Right back to him one more time. And that's a gain of maybe 5. Another carry here, and now he's one good run away from breaking the single-game rushing record.
Well, 15 yards, that's one good run from him. But that would be about 4 runs for me, Jim, or you. But not to be funny here because it's a great...
No stopping him now. That's a touchdown.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score a touchdown. This changes how the other team is going to manage the game from here on out.
The Raiders will kick it away momentarily. They were able to capitalize on great field position following the fumble, and they'll be hoping the defense can help them out like that once more. And here's Woodhead. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready now to see what it can do. Floyd's in the slot. Halfback sent in motion. Now 1st and 10. Rivers finds Allen.
Sometimes the receiver just has to. Make a great catch. That's what happened on that play.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Royals, a receiver in the slot. 2 minutes remaining in the game. That leads us to 2nd down. Offense lines up here. Rivers is back in shotgun formation. Down the field. Interception. Nice tackle.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The jumbo set on the field. 1st down at the 19. The catch is made. He's tackled right at the 31.
Well, you played this coverage, cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the end cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the end route. This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You've got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground. This quarterback is not going to throw it down the field unless somebody is wide open. That time, nobody's wide open, so he throws it short and gets a few yards.
The Raiders have it at the 44. Has his man.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Well, in a situation like this, you got a big lead, fourth and short near midfield. Why would you go for it? I don't even know what they're hesitating about over there. As soon as they didn't get that first down, I'd have had that punt team sprinting to the field. Don't even give yourself a chance to second-guess yourself and make a bad decision. Punt the football.
The Chargers now will start this drive at the 27. Royals going to get set in the slot for this snap. First down at the 27.
Could have been intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Matthews lined up in the backfield.
Second down and 10. Trying to work that left side.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the fourth quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
Third down and 6. Phillip Rivers unloading the long. That's an interception. They bring him to the turf.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. They bring in the extra tight end.
Gets it out for the completion. Taken down at the 33. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down here after the completion. First down following the long play. They're going back up top. Looking to go deep. Ball's picked off.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
And this will probably wrap things up here. First and 10.
Tackled in the end zone, and this is a safety. The 30-yard line after that return.
Phil, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, Jim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nantz saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.